What's up, guys? Hades here. It's Christmas Eve as of this recording. I plan on putting this out as soon as possible. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays wherever you are, whatever you're celebrating. I hope you're having a great time. Now, in IK, we got our new Christmas event, and I want to talk about it, all the little details, all my expectations, all the things I think you should do, my recommendations, the things I think you should get and should not get, because this event's a little bit different. They change them all the time. So right off the bat, do these every day. Do everything, get all the free gems, but don't go crazy getting them. Like, think about the expected value, right? If you're gonna get 50 gems, don't spend 100 to get 50. It's just not gonna be worth it, because in the end, you're only really getting 10 dust and 5 dice, and we'll talk about the dice in just a moment. But yeah, of course, do it every day. Optimize it, get the chests. These give things you need for the event. So you do get a little bit of dust, a little bit of gems, a few pretty good things. The dice, you only get 10 total from this, and this is the most important piece. This has a lot of math, and I already did the math for you. I'm going to kind of walk you through how I got there. So if you're not a big math person, you can just skip forward a little bit. But basically, there are 30 squares, I think technically 31 squares. Every red square gives you 10 points. As you can see, I passed the first red one, I have 10 points. Every 5, there's another red, and each one's 10 points. And then when you pass go, you get 20, which means it takes 31 essentially dice rolls, the total number of 31 to get 70 points. So let's pull out the calculator. You need 31 divided by 3.5. Why 3.5? The average expected value of a dice roll is approximately 3.5. Sometimes you're going to get super lucky and you're going to get a bunch of 5s and 6s, and sometimes you're going to get really unlucky and get some 1s and 2s. But on average, you're going to get 3.5. So it's going to take you about 9 dice rolls to complete the circuit on average. Of course, it could take you 12, 13, 14, or it could take you 6. So the point is, it's going to take you about 9. I would round up, maybe even another one, maybe 10, if you really want to do the math right. So if it takes 9 dice to get all the way around and you get 70 points, well, you need 1,500 points to then get this chest. So if this was your goal, here's the math. Now you need 9 dice to get 1,500, right? So it's 1,500 divided by 70 is 21.4, and you multiply that by that 9 dice, and it's gonna cost you somewhere in the range of 200 dice. Now, you don't get a whole lot of dice. Let's continue here. You get a handful of free dice. 1, 2, 3. I think just 3. And you get 14 from the gems. You get about 60-ish here. So you get about 80 here, which means you need to buy about 100, right? So let's see what that looks like. How much does it cost to get 100? Well, it costs $15 to get 20. So it's gonna cost 80 to 100 at least, because then you get less value when you go from 10s to 20s, and you only get 5 days of this, and you have to buy it from day 1. Actually, I think 6 days. So the math is, it's gonna cost you about $100 to finish this. And that's assuming average luck. It might take more. And not to mention, I don't think these rewards are very good. Most of these are 10,000, which is nearly nothing. This is a single fragment. So, you know, do this at your own risk, right? If you find it valuable for $100 to get the faded chest, go for it. I don't see the value in this. I probably won't be doing it at all. I, in fact, don't think I'll be unlocking either of these, because the vast majority of these rewards are dice, and I don't see the value in the dice this time. So, everyone needs to play their own game, but my recommendation is this event's just not worth it. Now, there is a free portion, and this is the part where you should optimize. The first one, and the most important one, being the Stardust. Max the Stardust first. 100 Stardust is fantastic. Everyone needs Stardust. Now, the rest is a little interesting. I have tons of speed ups. The majority of my IK career, I've been collecting speed ups. I have plenty. What I need now are Immortal Fragments. You want to get lucky with the Immortal Fragments? I might go for the 10 Philosopher's Stones before I go for speed ups. In all reality, I think I'm going to go Stardust, then Philosopher's Stone, then speed ups. You could go random, but then that's like, it costs 100, and you could get 10 Philosophers for 50. So, you know, if you want to gamble, go for it. I mean, 60 is 60, but also remember, 10 Philosopher's Stones also guarantees, you know, technically like a portrait. So I prefer Philosopher's Stones. I also just think purple dust is going to be super, super valuable in the near future. I'm using so much purple dust to spend in the market for dust and for fragments, and we just need thousands and thousands and thousands of fragments now. So I would go dust, Philosopher's Stone, and then speed ups. And if you have feeling lucky, Immortal Fragments might just be a little bit better. If you can manage to get 100 here, because you need 100 coins, and then another 100 here. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great holiday season, and I'll catch you in the next one.